How is it going, everyone? Today I'm here with my WWE Hell in a Cell 2017 pay-per-view review. Of course, Hell in a Cell was a SmackDown Live exclusive pay-per-view event that took place live on the WWE Network as well as pay-per-view tonight. And overall, I gotta say, coming out of the show, the overall ending was very, very exciting. I'm really excited to see where they go going forward, which kind of makes up for the result in one of the title matches that happened that really just pissed me off and just makes me want to give up on everything. But yeah, the two Hell in a Cell matches I thought were great. They were honestly, one of them was one of the best Hell in a Cell matches I've honestly ever seen in my life, and the other one was just a phenomenal old school style Hell in a Cell match. So the two Hell in a Cell matches definitely sold the show and made it what it was. And we had one really good title match in the show as well. Everything else honestly was just average. Nothing else really stood out, or honestly worth really watching. But yeah, the two Hell in a Cell matches really stood out and made the show, if you ask me. So good solid show overall. But like I said, besides the two Hell in a Cell matches, nothing really worth going back and watching. So yeah, I thought it was a good overall show. Before we went to the main show, we had the kickoff show, of course, that happened 1 hour prior to the pay-per-view. We actually had two eventful things happen. Well, actually one eventful, but one good thing. Dillinger was added to the United States title match between AJ Styles and Baron Corbin, so it's made from singles into a triple threat. It should have been triple threat all along. I don't know why they decided to do a last-minute thing, but it should have always been a triple threat. So I don't know why they had felt the need to do it on the kickoff show. So Ty Dillinger is officially in the match, and then of course we had the tag team match between Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin versus the Hype Bros. Gable and Benjamin finally wearing matching gear, so that was cool. Nice solid match right here. It's probably one of the better kickoff matches we've seen this year, honestly. Just nice tag team continuity from both teams. I thought, you definitely grew the tension between the Hype Bros, and Gable and Benjamin were definitely coming together more as a tag team. Gable looked like an absolute star in this match. I thought he's so good, and he definitely shows it here. Shelton Benjamin with the hot tag eventually, and ran wild on Mojo Rawley, and then Gable and Benjamin got the win after miscommunication from the Hype Bros. Mojo Rawley ate the Bulldog Doomsday Device type finish from Gable and Benjamin for the win. So yeah, that was a good solid tag team match. Honestly, if that would have been the main show, that was actually better than the majority of the matches in the main show. So it honestly should have been. But yeah, that was a nice little way to kick up the show. And then we go to the pay-per-view, which opened up with the Hell in a Cell match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. The New Day versus the Usos. Of course, the New Day come out and cut their, infamous New Day promos where, pretty much go over what's about to happen. Usos come out, and yeah, so it's Big E and Xavier Woods in the cell for the New Day. And I thought this was one hell of a way to start the show. Match tonight, if you ask me. I know a lot of people said that Shane and Owens topped this one. Honestly, in my opinion, it didn't. But this was just a tremendous match right here. Right from the get-go, both tag teams going right at it from the get-go. Big E trying to hit the spear on the outside, and spearing right into the cell. Usos did a dive onto Xavier Woods right into the cell, so that was pretty vicious right there. Just both tag teams went out there and absolutely destroyed one another. This was just, you can feel the hatred between both teams. You can feel the drama. You can feel just the brutalness of everything. Like, this is one of the most brutal Hell in a Cell matches, honestly, and it did not require any blood. It was just full of hatred, and that's what made this match awesome. There's a lot of great spots, a lot of weapons used, a lot of kendo sticks, a lot of steel chairs. Xavier Woods even used a trombone, he used a gong. Just a lot of uniqueness in this match. It was very different from most Hell in a Cell matches. It really stands out, and I thought both teams worked very, very well. Midnight Hour was hit onto the gong, I believe, or no, close to the gong, or they went for the Midnight Hour at one point, and then one of the Usos just chucked a steel chair at their head, which I thought was a great spot right there. One of the Usos actually locked in Xavier Woods into a corner with the kendo stick, locked him in there, and then of course did the running hip into Xavier Woods, which I thought was a great spot right there. Just great brutality from the Usos on the New Day. They actually end up handcuffing Xavier Woods at one point and just putting him on the post and just absolutely nailing him one another with the kendo sticks, kind of like the spot that John Cena and Randy Orton did at Breaking Point 2009 in their I Quit match. So that was a great spot right there and great storytelling. The New Day actually ended up blocking, I believe, Jay into a corner. They put him in a corner, and they actually took like 4 kendo sticks and locked him in there and just brutalized them in that corner. So that was a great spot right there. So just a lot of good stuff in this match, a lot of innovative stuff. A lot of nice near falls in this match. The Usos ended up hitting a double Samoan splash where one jumped off the rope, and after the other one hit it, the other one jumped off and hit it onto Big E for a nice near fall right there. Big E was pretty much out of the match for a portion of it. Xavier Woods was handcuffed, and they were hitting him with kendo sticks, and Xavier Woods just like, come on, like he was yelling at them to hit him, more. And then he ended up hitting, headbutting one of the Usos to get the upper hand once again. Just a lot of craziness in this match, and I can't even put in the words how awesome it was. And I thought the finish was great. Usos got the victory after the double stone splash with the steel chair, I believe, on top of Big E for the 1, 2, 3. So the Usos are the brand new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Really happy about that as well, because in my opinion, like I said, the Usos should have never lost them to begin with. So them to be champions again, really happy with. Definitely the right decision if you ask me. So, tremendous Hell in a Cell match. One of the best Hell in a Cell matches of all time. One of the most brutal Hell in a Cell matches of all time. And yeah, my match tonight, honestly, this was just absolutely awesome. Definitely got away to see that one. From there, I'm going to Randy Orton versus Rusev. This was nothing of a match. Rusev was very dominant. He pretty much was working over Randy Orton the entire match. Orton got very little offense, really didn't get much in. One notable spot was, or I guess it was the way Orton sold it, really made it notable. But Orton took a super kick on the outside when he rolled on the outside from Rusev, and he sold it absolutely beautifully. But yeah, it was just nothing more of a match. The ending was actually what made the match, you asked me. Randy Orton was doing this fist pump, set him for the RKO. But as he was doing that, Rusev actually grabbed him and put him in the accolade. But Randy Orton was able to slither out of that, hit him with an RKO out of nowhere, and then secure the victory over Rusev. So, like I said, whatever match, nothing really that good about that, to be perfectly honest. Just very much Rusev working over Orton. That's pretty much the entire match. From there, I'm going to the now triple threat match for the United States Championship. AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin versus Ty Dillinger. I thought this was a really good match right here. I thought all three men were pretty damn good. The beginning was kind of slow, not too much going on, but definitely led into a really good match. Baron Corbin, which surprised me, was pretty much the main guy in this match. He was the one that was constantly in the ring, whether it was him and AJ Styles or him and Ty Dillinger. He was the one that was having the most interaction, which honestly surprised me because I thought it'd be AJ Styles. But I thought it was good because, Baron Corbin, I feel like he's finally coming out of that funk he was in post-WrestleMania, because post-WrestleMania he really wasn't that good. I don't know what it was, but I guess he lost his drive or what, but now he's really going back into what he was a year ago, so I'm glad to see Baron Corbin going back in that style again. He was very aggressive, very vocal, playing to the crowd. My one complaint about this match was I felt it went on too long. I'm all for time, but this match felt like it went on longer than it should have. I honestly felt like if it would have been cut 5 to 7 minutes, it would have had the same effect that it had with the 20 minutes that it got. So, yeah, time was really the only thing that kind of slowed it down. But there were some nice sequences, with all three men. I thought they did a very good job with, Baron Corbin slingshotting AJ up and AJ hitting the clothesline in the corner of Ty Dillinger. I thought that was a nice spot right there. There was a nice one where Ty Dillinger had a super kick on Baron Corbin. Ty Dillinger went to hit the tiebreaker on AJ, but AJ hit him with a Pele kick, and Ty Dillinger actually fell on Baron Corbin for a nice near fall right there. So there were some really nice sequences in this match. Baron Corbin caught AJ Styles from a 450 splash and gave him a chokeslam backbreaker, which I thought turned out great. Just a lot of nice sequences from all three men right there. AJ Styles. There was one spot where AJ Styles went for the Styles Clash, but Ty Dillinger got out of it, and he picked up AJ, but AJ's actually able to counter back into another Styles Clash. It went for a huge pop, but Ty Dillinger rolled out of it, but AJ rolled into the Styles Clash, not Styles Clash, sorry, the Calf Crusher. But Baron Corbin grabbed Ty Dillinger's hand before he was able to tap out. So that was a nice save right there from Baron Corbin. But yeah, AJ Styles took some insane bumps, hit an amazing 450 splash from Baron Corbin for a nice near fall right there. Really solid U.S. title match. Like I said, the best match on the card that wasn't the Hell in a Cell matches. Like I said, just a lot of nice sequences, and all three men did well. Ty Dillinger, I kind of expect a little bit more from. Considering his ad last minute, but I still thought what he did was good. Ending came with AJ hitting the Phenomenal Forearm on Ty Dillinger, but Baron Corbin threw AJ out, but AJ got stuck in the ropes, and then Baron Corbin just absolutely fucking annihilated AJ with the kick. Then AJ just flew right to the ground, and then Baron Corbin pinned Ty Dillinger for the 1, 2, 3. So Baron Corbin is your brand new United States champion. I'm very happy that he won. I wanted him to win. I thought he would win, but I honestly didn't think he would beat AJ Styles, but as soon as Ty Dillinger got added, I knew Corbin was going to win. So I'm very happy Corbin's United States champion. I would have preferred to be the WWE champion right now, but I'll do with the United States title. So yeah, very happy for Baron Corbin in that aspect. From there, we go to the SmackDown Women's Championship match, Natalya versus Charlotte Flair. This was a fine match. Basically had Natalya working on Charlotte's knee the entire match, which Charlotte's selling was actually good. She was actually limping and actually putting, selling the knee, so it wasn't like a one-off thing where she sold it for 2 minutes and the rest of the match she was fine. She actually sold it the entire match, which would play into it. So I thought her selling was fine. like I said, the match itself is fine, nothing too notable. You know, their matches, you know, aren't that good anymore compared to where they were a few years ago, where they're having classic matches. Now they're just having decent matches and nothing really noteworthy. Charlotte hit the moonsault on the outside on Natalya. Natalya grabbed the steel chair and hit her leg with it to cause disqualification. So Charlotte wins by DQ. Natalya retains. That's, you know, that's all I really need to know. Nothing more about that. From there, we go to the Fashion Files segment. Of course, I thought they closed the To Be case, but they didn't. The Ascension cameo was absolutely great because those two were absolutely awesome with the Fashion Files with them. And yeah, just another entertaining segment. The case is still open, which it needs to be closed soon because it's been like 4 months now that they've been doing this, so hopefully it closes soon. But yeah, this Tuesday on SmackDown Live, it's going to be Pulp Fashion, so I'm really excited for that segment to see how that airs. But yeah, very happy to see Breezango go back on TV. And yeah, these segments just keep getting better and better if you ask me. From there, I'm going to go to the WWE Championship Match. Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Now I can rant for an hour, but I'm not going to. It's a Jinder Mahal match, so what can you expect? It's shit. It's terrible. Better than the SummerSlam match, I'll give him that, but still not a good match by any means. Nakamura actually trying this match, it looked like. He was actually getting some good offense and looked kind of motivated. But, you know, he's losing Jinder Mahal, so I doubt he was really that motivated, you know, as what he could have been. And, you know, especially with Jinder Mahal, you can give 110%, but it's Jinder Mahal, so it's still not going to be that good of a match. But, yeah, Jinder Mahal got the upper hand. Nakamura had a nice comeback on him for a little bit. The Singh brothers got involved. The referee caught the Singh brothers trying to help Jinder, was ejecting from ringside as he was doing that. Nakamura hit the Kinshasa on Jinder, covered him, but the referee, you know, slid in a little bit late. Once he got the pin, Jinder actually put his hand on the rope, so the referee broke the count. Jinder tried to run from Nakamura. Nakamura chased him on the outside, threw him back in the ring with the Kinshasa. Jinder moved out of the way, so Nakamura ended up hitting the second turnbuckle with his knee. Jinder caught him with the Colossus and hit it for the 1, 2, 3. So Jinder Mahal is still the WWE Champion. Fucking why, I don't fucking know. Jinder Mahal fucking sucks in every aspect possible. He's terrible at promos. He's a terrible wrestler. Jinder Mahal is fucking terrible, but yet they're touring in India, so he has to be the WWE Champion. No, he fucking doesn't. I'm not gonna rant. I rant so many times Jinder Mahal, I don't need to rant anymore. So, shit match. Where Nakamura goes going forward fucking beats me. I honestly don't know. They kind of killed almost any momentum Nakamura ever had, so I don't even know what you can do with Nakamura at this point. So, yeah, that's that. Mahal's still WWE Champion. Fuck my life. From there, we go to Bobby Roode versus Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler comes out to absolutely no music. This match was fine. It was very bland. The crowd wasn't into it. I felt like the position the card it got was the reason why this match was what it was. I felt like what they were doing in the ring was good, but just no one gave a fuck, and that was a problem. It was good, you know, starting, then Ziggler put him in some rest holds, and, you know, typical Dolph Ziggler match now, where Ziggler just pretty much kills the match and kills the mood. You know, there's some more back and forth wrestling, some nice counters, you know, some Dolph Ziggler tried to hit a Famouser, Bobby Roode, you know, countered it. Bobby Roode for the glorious DDT, you know, Dolph Ziggler countered into his own DDT. Some nice back and forth wrestling, but they were doing some rolling around with some roll-ups, and then, of course, you know, Bobby Roode actually won with the roll-up by holding the tights, so he won by cheating. The referee counts to 3 immediately. Ziggler hits the zigzag and Bobby Roode. That's that. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't care about this feud. I don't care about Dolph Ziggler, so that's that. And then we go to our main event, which was the Falls Count Anywhere Hell in a Cell match. Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens. This was as good as you're going to get to getting an old school Hell in a Cell match. This match went 40 minutes. So storytelling is heavily involved in this match, which, of course, nowadays people don't like that because people don't have the patience for storytelling. It was slow, methodical, but they did some insane bumps, especially once they got on top of the cell. Immediately, you know, Shane doesn't even wait for Owens to get in the cell. Shane immediately attacks Kevin Owens on the outside, hits him with it wasn't an insecurity, but it was with some like leg sweep or something. It was some karate move it looked like. But him and Owens fought on the outside. They got in the ring. They utilized the cell a little bit. Shane's going wild on Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens fight back on Shane. Kevin Owens actually went for the pop-up powerbomb, but Shane was actually able to counter into a triangle choke, which I thought was nice, but Owens powered out of it and ended up hitting it, you know, powerbomb in the ring. Actually ended up hitting it onto the steel steps as well on the outside. They fought on the outside for a little bit. Shane entered the table. Shane went for the 450 splat. Owens went for the swanton, but Shane got his knees up, and then he went for the 450 or the shooting star, sorry, and then Owens moved out of the way, and Shane ate shit, and then Owens actually hit a frog splash on Shane. So it's a great, little sequence right there. Shane set a table up, or Owens did, and then Owens set up Shane on the table, went for the cannonball off the apron through the table, but Shane got out of the way, so Kevin Owens went right through the table. Pretty crazy spot right there. Shane used some bolt cutters and cut through the chain to go into the outside of the cell. They brawled on the outside for a little bit. They actually went up the cell, where Owens actually set Shane onto the table. Announce table went up, tried to jump off, but Kevin Owens could not convince himself. He was grabbing his hair, he was telling himself to do it, but he could not jump off the cell, which to me was tremendous storytelling on Kevin Owens' part, because this guy was fearless. He was able to do anything it takes to win, but he could not convince himself to jump off the cell, knowing that Shane could do it. So that right there, the fact that he couldn't do it, was tremendous storytelling in my opinion. Shane would then climb up the cell and fight Kevin Owens up there, which I thought they did some great spots on the top of the cell. Shane hit a Russian leg sweep, which actually looked pretty vicious. They brawled, they just were brutalizing each other. Shane hit a DDT. Kevin Owens hit a pop-up powerbomb. They actually brawled on top of the cell for like a good 7 to 10 minutes, it looked like. So they did some nice spots up there. That was a really good part of the match. And to the point where Kevin Owens said, "Fuck it, I'm getting out of here." Kevin Owens climbed the cell, but Shane's like, "Nah, man, I'm going after you." The brawl on the side of it, Shane hits Kevin Owens off. Kevin Owens goes flying through the announce table. Kevin Owens is pretty much dead. His neck snapped. He looked like he couldn't even move at that point. So what's Shane do? Shane drags him, throws him on top of the other announce table, climbs on top of the cell, and you know what this means. Shane McMahon is going to jump off the fucking Hell in a Cell once again, and that's what he does. Shane McMahon goes for that elbow off the top of the cell. However, Kevin Owens gets moved out of the way. So Shane McMahon ate shit and went through the table. Then they reveal that Sami Zayn came out of nowhere, helped Kevin Owens get out of the way. And then Shane McMahon ate shit. And as of course, as Shane's being attended to, they're bringing out the cart and everything. They're trying to put him on the board and everything, stretch him out. As he's doing that, Sami Zayn's dragging Kevin Owens, and he's telling everyone to get the fuck out of the way. And he throws Kevin Owens on top of Shane McMahon and tells the referee to fucking count. And Mike Chioda, being the man that he is, counts to 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens defeats Shane McMahon via help from Sami Zayn, and I couldn't be any more excited about that. I've been dying to see those two as a tag team in WWE. I got excited when they did those little tag matches last year in the summer. So for Sami Zayn to turn heel, which is much needed in my opinion, he's been doing absolutely nothing. And I feel like him turning heel is a new, fresh start for him, especially being with Kevin Owens, with their history. It's the right decision in my opinion, especially the way it's been going on SmackDown Live with, Sami Zayn trying to help Shane prepare for Kevin Owens, Shane just ignoring him and telling him, I got this, whatever. It makes so much sense, and I'm very, very happy they went that direction. So Sami Zayn turning heel and helping Kevin Owens is tremendous. It makes me excited to watch SmackDown Live on Tuesday because I want to see how this plays out. So, yeah, that was great. And of course, the show ended with Shane McMahon being stretched out, putting the thumbs up, pretty much like he did at WrestleMania 32. So, yeah, like I said, that was a great Hell in a Cell match between Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens. It was slow, methodical. The spots they did meant, everything. Like I said, the storytelling was, with Kevin Owens not being able to jump down the cell, the Shane being able to do it. It was just so much storytelling, and just the amount of time it got. 40 minutes. This pay-per-view was 3.5 hours because this match was 40 minutes long. It was just tremendous in every aspect. So this is about as close as an old school Hell in a Cell we're going to get, because a lot of the old school Hell in a Cells were just like this. They were storytelling. They were so methodical. What they were doing meant stuff. They just weren't doing crazy spots for the sake of doing it. So I thought this was a great Hell in a Cell. Definitely a great main event. Like I said, in my opinion, it didn't top the Usos New Day Hell in a Cell, but it was still a tremendous Hell in a Cell match too, which I thought was a good pay-per-view. It definitely could have been a lot better. But like I said, the two Hell in a Cell matches were tremendous. Two of the best Hell in a Cell matches we've gotten in quite some time. The U.S. title match was really good, and everything else kind of was just there. Nothing really worth mentioning. But yeah, for the most part, like I said, that was a good show. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please leave a like below. If you guys would like, please in the comment section below, leave your guys' thoughts on Hell in a Cell as well. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, anything Hell in a Cell pay-per-view related, please feel free to give your thoughts below in the comment section. So, yeah, that'll do it for me, guys. As always, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching the video.